Hi, I'm Alex Archbold, and I've been buying and selling antiques since I was 9 years old. From basements to scrapyards, I'll look just about anywhere I can to find lost antiques and collectibles. And sometimes I'll go big and buy everything. With my wife and kids, we run an antique shop in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, filled with some of the most unique items we can find. I never know what's going to happen or who I'm going to meet. This is our life, this is our adventure, and this is Curiosity Inc.
I'm home, honey.
It is 8:40 in the morning. I am headed over to the house first thing before my shift at work today. Meeting a friend of mine, Paul, who's also a rock and roll musician, or like rockabilly rock music, and deals and has dealt in vintage clothes for a long time. He's going to come by and help me assess the house for the clothing contents and see if there's anything from his first inspection that's good, or is it all kind of generic? I don't know. We'll find out. Then I'm going to come back later tonight with Melissa, and we'll do a little bit of walkabout then. But for now, off to the house. We're going to meet Paul, and I'm going to try and do a little bit of cleaning up around the living room to get that room started, because it's the first space that needs to be cleaned out is that living room. So ready, set, go. It's episode number 2. First order of business, I have to get this room completely cleared out. This has got to be my clean room, my room for, I was going to say safe room, but it's not like, it's not where I'm going to go hide if somebody goes to break in. It's going to be the clean room. I need right down to the bare floors, cleared out so that I have somewhere to sort and bring things from the rest of the house and process. Without one clean room in this house, it would be very difficult to try and manage a property like this. I've got my garbage bags. I'm going to throw out anything off the floor that's actual garbage. And anything that's salvageable or sellable will get stored in plastic totes and bins like that, and will eventually go off to auction. But for now, I gotta get busy picking garbage. Kind of too bad. Some of the stuff was probably okay, but you know, when you have so much stuff in your house, it just starts falling all over the place. There are decent looking hardwood floors underneath this carpet. I'm sure once we start to peel all this stuff out of here, we'll find a few little surprises. Keepsake seashells. I wonder if they were purchased by the seashore. Okay, well, this is just going to be garbage at this point. Sadly, dear lamp. Somebody could recycle that top and use it for another lamp, but I don't think we're going to go to that effort today to try and, if I start piecing every single little thing, it was going to take forever. So a lot of this will end up going in the garbage, bits of paper and stuff. So I'm going to start cleaning. Oh, I think Paul is here. I'm gonna wave him in so he knows that he can come on in. So Paul, you have been kind of dealing in vintage clothes for a while, right?
30 years, something like that.
30 years? Okay, so you start just buying normal clothes and then 30 years goes by and then they become vintage, is that what it is?
No, I think even in the early 80s and the sort of the punk scene kind of world, I was already hitting secondhand stores and thrift stores looking for old 50s suits and things like that.
Well, and you're gonna we're walking around. I mean, there's 70s leather jackets, there's old jean jackets. I know old denim can be good. Mm-hmm. But I want to show you upstairs. I found a closet the other day that I don't think anybody been in like 40, 50 years. I just showed Paul the basement. What do you think of that basement?
Oh, I think it's epic. I think it's really exciting. I mean, you're talking about like probably 20 or 30 years of searching for individual pieces at thrift shops and stuff like that, and finding it all in one place at one time. It's definitely I guess a honey hole, as they say, or a, you know, a thrifter's kind of a vintage dream, you know, to find that much stuff in one place, you know?
And I was telling the good folks that you also play in a rock band too.
I have played in numerous bands, yeah, rock bands and punk bands and all that kind of stuff in the Edmonton area. I've traveled around a bit. And
so we get the coolest people visiting us on these channels. Okay, well let's head upstairs.
You might recognize this from prom night 2.
Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh boy.
Let's have a look.
Okay. Watch your step. It's this way. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, this
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
This. I'm sorry. Look, you're like all casually carrying a coffee cup, like it's no big deal.
This is like, I don't want to say how some of the houses that I've been in my life.
Yeah. We're gonna go up around the corner.
To the left?
To the right. Well, there's. Oh, well, you can look in the room to the right. Can you get by there?
set this down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You actually need to climb.
Oh, and in that room.
Yeah. You know. You find your footing?
Yep. Don't want to crush anything.
Well, I know. The sad truth is that some stuff on the ground is probably gonna. This was all mainly men's clothing in here. But yeah. Check this closet out. Well, Josh and I were here and we dug it out. There's a light switch in there. Right there.
There you go.
All this stuff looks like it's right out of the 60s, like never touched.
Far out.
And the shoes, the little the boxes there, you know, full of stuff.
Scarves and little hats and
Yeah.
woo-wee.
And then I'm standing on 4 feet of vintage men's clothing, leather jackets and pants, and there's jeans that still have the tags on them.
I think we can go home. I think we found it.
Hey, I thought that was lost on the Titanic.
We have found it.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm standing on. It's teetery feeling. Like, that's the thing. You don't know where you are. But there's all these old high-end men's shoes with the shoe form still in them. Like, those are all leather-soled shoes.
Florsheim.
Florsheims, yeah.
Florsheim, it used to be like premium sort of manufacturer for shoes, and then in recent years they've sort of gone the way of mass production. But
Are they even around still?
I'm sure they are. Yeah, they still are.
Because
But I mean, the quality is gone from what you would have find at a high-end men's shoe store to something you'd find at Kinney or the mall. you
Yeah,
know?
but this would have been at the time like a bespoke, like a
Oh, this would
well-made.
definitely have been on the shelf with the shoes in the higher price range. That's for sure.
And I was looking. There's like not Chelsea heeled boots. Like Beetle Boot has a Chelsea heel, but there are the zip-up leather boots. But there's bags and bags and boxes of vintage shoes. Like, I have to clear all this stuff out. And so,
Hudson Bay blanket.
oh, I know. There's 2 of them there. That's what I was saying.
How many bar is this?
4. It's a 4-point.
Ooh.
I know 4 is good. There's 2 4-point
Yeah.
blankets. Those are the good ones. See?
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, you've got a job ahead of yourself, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Because you're sitting on quite a bit of stuff that people have been searching for lengthy periods of time, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure of it. I know there's going to be good stuff, but the question, I might need your help figuring out what to do with all this stuff. So, in your experience, I mean, so having a quick look, I mean, there's good stuff, right? Like, there's probably going to be some good pieces mixed in here
Well,
somewhere.
there's definitely going to be some good pieces. Even the stuff that's you might find, like, these high-end pieces that you've been searching for, or people have been searching for, and they go, oh my god, that's a Poochie or something like that. You might find that. But even stuff that's just as simple as, say we'll just grab something off the hanger.
Something random.
Just some random thing like this. Like, there's people that like search just even for this, just because it's a period piece, not necessarily for a label.
Well, I know, and
Just for a period piece.
there's also all sorts of vintage patterns in here, and a lot of times people buy the patterns trying to make it, costumes for period sets, or some folks just like to dress in that fashion, like they're from the 60s or 70s.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of people that are really into that.
I was actually kind of digging on the shoes. I thought they were kind of cool. So this room is piled high of men's stuff, and there's another room over there that's piled high with lady stuff. So let me show you the other room over on the other side. Oh, and there's a secret door back there, which I'm going to try and get through. See it?
Do not open door. Do not open this. You can sink.
Yeah, I think you have to step on the,
Do not step on the. Oh, yeah, probably over the ceiling, so there's just.
yeah.
Just step only on the.
But I guarantee a house packed like this, that was one of the first places to get stuff packed in it. Oh. Constant climbing. Anyway, just have a quick peek into this room without going in. Wooden dice ring box.
That's cute.
Like there's a whole other, that's all lady stuff.
Woo! Look at that.
Piled high.
Fancy ladies' gloves ready for Christmas.
Oh, I know. This, clearing the clothing is going to be one of my biggest concerns because it's taking up.
Well, and then there's this room.
Yeah.
Who knows what's in that room?
No, I know. I mean, there's stuff everywhere. Like even open little cupboard by you. Like that's a nice 1930s kind of cupboard.
Oh yeah.
But inside, I don't know. What is it? Linens in there? Are you looking at the little tchotchkes?
Yeah,
There's a like a.
I mean, this is like a really incredible amount of stuff. I mean, you've got a lot of stuff that might be, for all intent and purposes, insignificant to your needs.
But then you hope that there's like, you know.
But there's probably, I mean, if you've the time to source it, you know, there's places that take.
That's a funky shoe.
Yeah.
That's
You
like
could almost
80s.
see
maybe.
Carol Channing stomping around in that.
Stomping. I don't think you do any stomping in that shoe.
I think those are the official ladies stomping heels.
So this is my opportunity / nightmare, is going through this place.
It needs a little water.
Oh, they're fine.
Something like this you're looking at.
Oh, listen, you hear that? The phone. There's a ghost phone ringing. That's sad.
It's your future calling. It's
No,
saying-
but listen to that ringtone. That's like an old. Somewhere in here, there's like a 60s phone that's ringing. I wonder.
an old dial tone phone.
Yeah. But you found some boots though.
Well, even these are adorable. You can even tell sort of by a lot of times by the toe and heels and things like that. The age of a boot when that was popular or manufactured. Like something like this is definitely like a late 60s.
They look like Pan Am stewardess boots or something like.
It's definitely something that lady would have worn with a pantsuit, that's for sure.
But somebody would love that.
Yeah.
Right?
Like a taller go-go boot with worn with a skirt, but with pants and things, the lady would have worn something like this. Yeah. These are definitely really modern swinging. It's very cool.
That's not a Coach bag, is it? No. It looks like the Coach logo almost.
Well, it could very well be. Well, there's a dime in it, so you didn't lose anything. You got that back.
That's an actual dime bag. Hey, you dime bag.
It says. Hard to read, but it's got a
serial number on
serial
it.
number
That's a
on
good
it.
sign. Like Melissa has Coach purses, and to me that looks like a Coach purse.
Well, let's go by what it says here.
Coach, it is. It's a
Coach.
vintage Coach purse. Okay.
I would say it is. And let's see if there's a zipper on it. Sometimes you can tell by the.
But it has a serial number
the
on it, and that's a
zipper.
good sign. That's probably like a 1970s or so Coach purse.
It's even got the little,
Oh, yeah.
hang medallion.
Oh, cool. Okay, well maybe I ought to bring that one.
I
home
would
with
say
me.
this is definitely if it's not an original, it's a really, really, really well made copy because it's. Sometimes you look for things and you see like a receipt in the pocket, and that might tell you sort of when. Well, this is a newer receipt from Westmount, but.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that thing's
But
real.
it'll tell you sometimes little things like that, indications like there's a little bit of wear on it.
Yeah.
So she used it for a while. Things don't generally wear out that quickly, so it's older if it's been.
But look at
starts to show wear.
that type of green. That's actual leather.
Oh yeah.
And I think that type of leather, like this, is definitely speaks to 60s or 70s or something like
That's
that.
for
to me.
sure.
Okay, well that's a keeper.
That's for sure. I would say definitely this may even be. This is a really good indication that this is an original.
It makes me wonder what the fella threw out that had this house before I got in here, because there's garbage bags right next to this bag with the Coach purse in it.
I'd say that's an original Coach purse.
Sweet, good score.
What's in here? Hopefully it's not what didn't fit in the toilet.
Oh, no. You know what? I'm afraid
He said
something's
as
gonna
he
fall
reached
in
in
there.
the bag with his bare hand.
Yeah.
Oh, you got nail polish and
Okay, just actual garbage.
yeah, some.
But perfume
stuff.
old perfume is collectible.
Yeah, old Chanel stuff. Even people, some people just collect the bottles.
Yeah.
So if there's a little bit of a whisper of the original scent in it, that's even sort of better.
A
sometimes.
whisper.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a score out of the bathroom. Melissa's not going to believe me that I found a vintage Coach purse in the bathroom. What you find there, Paul?
Well, it's definitely made in the 50s or 60s, sort of a mid-century kind of a serving tray thing for.
Is it marked on the back?
Well, on the back you have USA with a little manufacturing
So made in
lot,
the
lot
US.
number, or
And there's a
definitely
whole
made in
little,
USA, and there's a whole other
like a Lazy Susan sort of
lazy
serving tray.
Susan thing for your nuts and things for your guests. You even have a little indent for your. This could be like a taco thing. You could have your salsa in there.
Or you can put your random fuse in there.
Your random fuse. But it's got some really psychedelic designs on it, and it's also
So that
from
cleaned
the
up.
same lot.
Oh, it's the same company. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a matching set.
Sort of a
there.
matching set, yeah.
That's a cool piece. And you were noticing that this this is like an animal hide of some kind.
Sitting on top of what looks to be maybe
Hey, what's in that cup?
some leaves and berries.
Oh no, it's a girl playing golf. It's the first LGPGA Tour Cup. It's like a Victorian lady with a golf club.
This is
I wonder what type of animal that was. But people do buy hides. Small.
It's very, I think, I hate to say it, but it almost looks like maybe a baby deer or something.
Yeah, it looks.
Poor little thing.
And now they're.
Bambi! No!
Oh, the Bambi cloth. You had to go there. That was dark.
Well, that's the only deer I know personally, you know?
Oh.
So
I've got to come back here later today and work through this room and try and clear out as much of this stuff as possible.
is this lucite?
Uh,
Maybe just plastic. But it might be, you know, it's got that sort of a tortoise shelly kind of look.
yeah,
So even this is something really.
like a cool centerpiece. And
Oh yeah, for sure. That sort of a mid-century or 60s kind of plasticky stuff.
yeah, mid-century, like this is a McCoy. It's the real McCoy. But there's sometimes known artists that did mid-century pottery, and there's a few interesting pieces kicking around.
That other candlestick holder that I was saying, that's really heavy. Here's the little accessories for it.
Oh,
the rest
cool.
of that set. Yeah.
Well, we're starting to fill up some bins full of brass, and still have a long way to go, though. I decided to kind of... Oh, that's full of sugar still. Some of these are kind of cute, though. There is... Oh, here's kind of like a nice carnival glass, or... well, I don't know, maybe it's not that old, but it's got a nice little lid on it. And... Whoa! Check this out. 1987. These are silver troy ounce bars. This is solid silver. Still sealed up.
Ding, ding.
What's on the other side? That's a buffalo on this side. And that's, oh, that'd be, that's like a buffalo nickel, but in 1 troy ounce version. Okay, that's a score. Hopefully I find a few more handfuls like this to help pay for the place. Lots of books. Sybil. The true and extraordinary story of a woman possessed by 16 separate personalities. Yeah, well, that's a fun book to find. Oh, there's a lot of books and so forth down here. Old Sears catalogs from back in the day. What year is this from? Looks like it's from the 2009. That's not terribly old. Probably one of the last Sears catalogs they ever did. But look, there's Kip Foster Rides the Gray Planet. That looks like it's going to be a fun book. Yeah, well, that's awesome. Check out the graphics on this book cover. It's like super 50s space age.
Sweet. What's his name? Rip Foster?
Rip Foster. Rip Foster Rides the Gray Planet. Cool. That's a good looking book.
What are you gonna do, Rip?
But, you know, depending upon what this person was into reading, sometimes if you find first editions of even paperback novels like Hunter S. Thompson's, things like that, they have value. Cool score. Later in the day, so it's dark outside, and I went and found my missus. She's been helping me clear out the front room a little bit. So far, we removed the pew. We got a puper scooper.
Yep.
And the front room here is now opened up the way it was intended to be originally. So, we got a little bit more room to work with. And when this piano leaves tomorrow, we'll have a nice big space that we can start to sort in, which is exactly what I need. Melissa and I are going to go upstairs and sort in the bedroom a little bit to try and get some bins that the clothes are in right now that we can use for sorting stuff. And you're going to be looking for treasures, I guess.
All
Yep.
sorts of stuff.
All right, so we're going to head on upstairs and do a little work up there. Before I head up to meet Melissa, I got a plastic bin here and I'm going to start putting some of these little containers in. And I'm kind of opening the lids because heck, you never know after finding the silver dollars what might be inside. Little candy dishes. These are, that's an Inuit soapstone. It's signed on the bottom with a fish. Very nice little piece of art. And there's some other, like a little statue of a bull. Pretty cool. And a Haida inspired little dish there. The West Coast indigenous. But there are some cool little pictures. There's another, look, maybe you can't see. Another little candy dish of the chicken. And depression glass. Pretty cool. I know I'm probably thinking most things are pretty cool right now. This little poodle dish. Very 1950s. Probably clean up very nicely. We'll get some of these things sorted and put away. Fill up this box after I've got this full. Lots of candy dishes. She really liked these little ornate candy dishes with swans and poodles and so forth on top. Nice picture back there if I can reach it. This type of glassware sells well for me. Depression glass, carnival glass. That all sells pretty well. And there's a nice little picture right here. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the bin and I'm gonna head up and go see what Melissa's up to. Okay, we are back in the upstairs bedroom. Melissa is digging. I found a couple jewelry boxes. Whoa! That just almost fell over on me. Okay, well, some costume jewelry, English made, flower earrings and pins, some rings, mainly costume jewelry from the looks of things. Do you have a little jewelry box going over there? Okay. I think mainly costume jewelry. But I'm not overlooking it. A lot of people say don't overlook the costume jewelry because people like it. And you're right, I have been able to sell costume jewelry at the shop. So that's all very well. We'll put that in the to-go bin. Nice antique green enameled cigarette case. It is so much nicer just being able to go through this stuff knowing that it's all ours and we don't have to go and negotiate and rush. Take our time. Oh look, nice little lighter. That probably matches that cigarette case. Oh, here's a little jewelry box with some earrings and a necklace. I found some more jewelry. Okay. I doubt whether it's diamonds, but costume jewelry probably. I'm gonna hand it to you. All these little containers. This little glass container. Nothing inside of it. How about this one? Oh, there's something in that one. Oh. These are commemorative Klondike dollars. Nothing too crazy. What's in here? Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Another troy ounce of silver. That's a good score. I was actually looking at these little perfume bottles, the atomizers. They're really quite nice. Made in Czechoslovakia. Nice glass on them. There's a couple of these here. That's a nice piece. Somebody would definitely buy that. See, there's another couple little containers over here I'm going to try and get to, hopefully without knocking things over. Little containers seem to have little treasures. No, empty. Lots of perfume too. Let's see. Is the night musk what's in here? Yeah, it looks like, yep. That's powder. Smells like perfumey powder. But these little perfume bottles are quite nice. Czechoslovakian and glass. I'll see if I can find a, they almost look like Wedgwood, but it's plastic. Plastic Wedgwood. These are still full. Vintage perfume. 2 bottles of full vintage perfume. Ralph Lauren Safari. Still in there. Have to find myself a little container. Probably one of these will do. Okay, I'm gonna try and get back to where that other mirror and dresser is. Those are Holt Renfrew bags. Holt Renfrew is really expensive ladies' clothing. It's like if you wanted to buy top-end stuff that you would go to Holt Renfrew. So I'm kind of curious to see what's back there. It's gonna take some climbing, but I'm gonna see if I can get back there. If you hear me fall, Melissa, just, I don't even know where you are. Oh, you're there.
Hiding.
You're hiding, okay. If you hear me falling,
Come get you?
yeah, here goes nothing. Made it this far. And what is this? Oh, there's a sewing machine back here. There's another antique treadle sewing machine. A Singer. Yeah, I'm telling whoever will listen. Yeah, Holt Renfrew, you see that bag, you know someone has spent some money. This thing's still in the bags here too. Maybe what's inside is still there. Let's find out. Feels like it's full. What could it be? Jewelry. There's some jewelry from Holt Renfrew here. Still in the bag, like brand new. That would be not cheap stuff. That would be expensive. Even if it's costume jewelry, it would be expensive from this place. And look, there's a whole outfit in there. Sort of a black frock of some kind. Holt Renfrew brand. Brand new. Never used. Here, I'm gonna hand you the jewelry maybe. Hey, I just found a dime. I'm just recording this, but I found a dime. 1970. Oh, 1974, 73. Probably the last time somebody was back here. Oh. There's a bunch of vintage shirts and dresses. There's a glass table. Good thing I didn't stand on that. Ooh. Socks. Trying to get these drawers open, but there's so much stuff in the way. The second one, look. An old $2 bill. That's pretty cool. Melissa has found a whole bunch of costume jewelry and beads and so forth. We're gonna try and uncover this other hidden room back here. Oh, look at the cool castle bubble painting. That's like reverse painted curved glass. That's cool. I'll bring that with us today. Still, at some point, we'll have to go through all these hat boxes too.
Yeah, I'm excited.
To go through all that stuff. Okay, we'll see what's back here. I'll have to deal with all this stuff at some point, but I'm gonna keep digging, see if we can get to that door right there. Okay, we got down to the door. Melissa and I had to move all that.
Yep.
Look at these nice vintage dresses under here.
The clothing's really nice. I see a really good taste.
That's nice vintage stuff. Okay, all right, let's see. I'm gonna turn the light on just in case it works. Ready for the big reveal? You coming over?
I'm trying.
Okay, I'm gonna let you open the door.
Oh, careful.
Oh.
Wait, do you want to step on that rug?
Oh, hang on. I'll just pull it open. Oh, goodness me. Mostly clothing. There's some mystery trunks. First, is there anything in it? Nope. Is it a good purse though?
It says Normandy, made in Canada.
This is a big closet. it goes all the way back. I think that's empty. Okay, we'll have to revisit this. Purses and hats and sweaters and you name it. Shoes, fancy dresses, lots of neckties. Actually, vintage men's neckties are pretty collectible. Okay. Well, that was a lot of work to get to a bunch of clothes. Oh boy. This might have to be for another day. You about ready to call it a night tonight?
It's overwhelming. You don't want to stop because it's like a treasure behind every stack. And it's interesting. It's like everything has a story. It's all interesting stuff.
It is. She had impeccable taste. I mean, we found some pictures of her as a young woman, and she was like quite a pretty lady. Yep. Okay.
Careful.
I can wait for you. I'm about to open the mystery door here. Melissa's coming. Are you coming or am I opening it? She's trying to get her way into what would be the men's bedroom.
I just don't want to step on anything. It's impossible.
Somewhere. Oh, there she is.
Oh my goodness. Oi.
These are all like 1950s and 60s clothes.
Cool.
Yeah. I even like this little suitcase.
Yeah. Actually, I like a lot of the purses and suitcases that we've seen.
Hey, that's a Melissa color purse. Melissa likes coral colors and stuff. Okay, here we go. Bum ba dee dim bum bum bum. Ba-da. Oh, okay, here, let me turn my light on. Oh, this looks like where Harry Potter lives. There's lots of stuff back here, but there's definitely been squirrels. Blouses. Some really old clothes. Suitcases. It is full. I mean, it mainly looks like clothing. I have bad allergies, so I'm not going to go digging in here right now. The insulation's been mostly torn down. But there is stuff. There's lots of stuff. Oh. Okay, we're going to close that back up. I'm in the bathroom and I'm sitting on the commode. I'm not using it, but I'm thinking if I was this person, and this is where I spent some time, I would probably put some special things kind of in front of me. If I was sitting here, I would have some kind of cool things near me. Purses. I don't know if it's a brand name. Oh, Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. And Louis Vuitton shoes. Okay, well, I mean, there's some expensive clothes. Here's the other shoe. What else is in here? More metallic gold cowboy boots. Coach bags. Oh, I found another Coach purse. And yeah, it's got the serial number on it. Coach shoes. Apparently, that's a thing. Can I hand you the Coach purse and the Louis Vuitton stuff? If you can reach it.
It's not that.
Okay, I'll hand that over to you. Oh, you're full. Okay, I'll be down in a sec. I'll meet you downstairs. We'll head out right away. Washcloths. But wait, what's at the bottom of the washcloths? I thought that was jewelry. Nope. $83.84. Reading material. There's a whole bunch of shoes in here. It's where shoes go to die, in the bathroom, I guess. Stuff from the dollar store, not that old. Coach. Oh, there's a troll. Big old troll doll. It's an old one too. an original roll. I would have thought for sure. Boy, I forgot about pink toilet paper. I see that at my grandma's place. I haven't seen that forever. Okay, well, I'm going to take the high-end sort of purses out of here. Take these downstairs. Louis Vuitton shoes. Somebody out there watching would probably wear that. Little ring box. Let's take the whole thing. Melissa is back home. Paul got back to me and said that pretty much all the clothes in this house are really, really cool. So we might have to strike a deal with the vintage seller, like this 1960s Holt Renfrew jacket, or even the 70s multicolor leather jacket. Everything is apparently kind of collectible. So I have to be very careful what I do with it all. I'm going to try and find maybe someone who deals in this stuff to sell it to. In the meantime, I'm now waiting for this piano to get picked up behind me. And I'm going to try and get some things separated for Goodwill, for donation, and also just separate some stuff out that's going to be garbage. Who would have thought it would take this long to try and get just the front little bit of one room cleared out? I don't know if I can do this in 8 weeks. It's going to be a real push. There were a ton of books underneath the pew that was here. I saw this, a couple comics. What you hope you're going to find is something that's really rare or collectible. Treasure Tales. Book of Amazing Facts. Doctor's Book of Home Remedies. Okay, well, I'm going to start separating this stuff out into what can go to charity and what can go to the trash. Unfortunately, it starts getting really dirty and dusty like that. Even charities don't really want them, so I'll save as much as I can, but there might be some that does have to go to recycling, sadly. Hey, I found the official Yo-Yo Trick Book. This is a game that's had its ups and downs over the years. Your basement fallout shelter. Blueprint for survival. It's going to be Cold War era when people were putting fallout shelters, bomb shelters in their houses. I wonder if there's one here. I wonder if there's a bomb shelter in the backyard here. Weird. If I find a strange door in the basement or key or something, I mean, who knows what's down in that basement? It's buried. Man from U.N.C.L.E. That was a cool series. It's like the corgi toy. Oh, and here's definitely something, you see home remedy books. Here's one thing you shouldn't do at home. Your own cardiology book. While I'm waiting for the piano guys to show up, I've taken a few boxes out to the car for Goodwill. I'm starting to sort some of the stuff in the kitchen. All these old cans of soup and fruit. I'm gonna try and clean off whatever is food here and get to what's underneath. I've been moving stuff around a little bit here, basically just throwing stuff out as we go. Ugh. It's fake. Still unnerving to find. Oh man. Best before when? How old are these cigarettes? Oh, they're confectionery stick. They're candy sticks. Those aren't. Those are old cigarette packages. And matches. You can almost see through into the dining room. Cleared off a fair bit of stuff. I'm gonna keep going to see if I can get this counter just about cleared off. It's kind of sad to see all this food just go to waste. It never really got used. That's how it goes. Penne noodles. Oh look! It's a jar full of money. I owe you 20 bucks. Look, there's a dollar coin in there. That's a whole bunch of money. Oh. Mainly pennies. I'll take it as a score. So I put this jar of coins down on the fridge and I look in this little drawer and there's more coins. I could redo another countertop with the amount of pennies I found. I don't know how long that cheese whiz has been sitting there, but I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be darker and browner than peanut butter. Ugh. A little high chair or step stool. Oh, another camera. This looks like a Pentax. A little bit better than the Nikkor that I found the other day. Although the Nikkor had a nice lens on it. Yep. Pentax camera. Tin, little sewing stuff. Empty camera case. Old cookbooks from the 70s. Some records randomly back here. Let's see, what's the music? What do we got going on for music? Elvis, Dan Fogerty, Ike and Tina Turner, Everly Brothers, Grandpa Jones, Wilf Carter, Bach. Well, that's about as eclectic as you can get. Wonder what's behind the door. Coffee can, lots of dust. Hey, wait a second. There's toys back here. McDonald's toy. But look, this is a little robot, like a GoBot. I used to have that one. It's a submarine. I had that when I was a kid. It actually was kind of fun. Dick Tracy. Must pick those up at a yard sale or something, but they still have their packages. Some random paintings lying back here. Painting of a fence. You always wonder when there's a coffee can behind the door if it's actually full of coffee. Well, in this case it is. It's still sealed. You hope it's going to have something other than coffee in it. Old pictures. Looks like the last owner was a motorcyclist too. Looks like Marlon Brando from The Wild One. You wonder what happened, you know? You go from being a cool rock and roll dude, and then life gets away from you. So far, that's 3 giant bags of garbage just from 2 square feet right here. But I can almost walk in the kitchen now and get to these other cupboards. See what's in some of these drawers. Well, it's about what you'd expect to find in a kitchen drawer. I know my friend Josh makes art out of this stuff. So it's still usable. So I'll have to clear a bit of this out of the way before I can open up the other cupboards. I'm afraid I'm going to find mice. Oh, Family Circus. An old Popeye comic. Randomly in here. Some comics. Anything old? Well, I wasn't expecting to find comics in here. But there was toys, so who knows? I've been working in the kitchen area. I got the sink emptied out. It's so gross. I wonder if the water still works. Oh, it's full. Oops. Well, the water kind of works, but the water is not draining. Probably for obvious reasons. I'm going to leave that covered. I'll have to snake that drain out at very least. Who knows what's down there. Funny, some of the last dishes that were cleaned were actually just plastic utensils. And there's all this actual glassware around. Hey guys, this is a little on the gross side, but this coffee pot still had coffee in it. It's grown its own little ecosystem. I am going to put that over in the sink because frankly, I do not want to deal with that right now. That is disgusting. I got down to the back corner and I found another jar full of coins. Nothing really amazing, but every little penny counts. I can almost see the corner of the cabinet here. But the fact that we're finding little containers of coins means that they were kind of, you know, stashing stuff around the house. So maybe there's going to be more. Who knows? Until this area of the kitchen has not been used in a really long time. Okay, butter dishes, honey containers, more cups, oh, some sports cards, and an elastic. Oh, there's an old one. An old Bobby Hall. Weird. Who knows, maybe in this little stack, what did I get? I'm not gonna set that there, that was a close call. What's inside this? These all look like they're from the 1990s. Nothing too old. Stick those in a pocket. Wonder if there's gonna be more. Found another coffee can, but this does not sound like it's coffee. Maybe I should open it not near the gross sink. How's that for an idea? More change. More change. Pennies. What else is in here? There's other stuff in here too. I'm gonna use this bucket. Sorry, Popeye, you're coming out of the comic book box for now. I'm gonna dump some of the change in there. Some tokens. Let's see what's inside. Quarters, $2 coins, dollar coins. More pennies. Getting quite the little change collection here. Let's condense them all into one. It's starting to feel like pirate treasure. Been clearing out the side here, and it's been mostly just trash other than finding a few coins. See one thing though. Little dinky toy. Nice and early. The dinky or Tootsie? Actually, oh, it's a dinky toy. Probably one of their first. Still has the tires on it too. Wonder what's in the drawers. Let's see. Anything in the drawers? Nope. There's something everywhere else. Oh, hang on. It's a little pin. Okay. Nothing too crazy there. Oh. I'm 6 bags of garbage deep now, and I still can barely walk in here. This is crazy. Whoa, don't know how I missed that. That's what I'm always looking for. Okay, right after I found that little Mont Blanc pen, which was a good find, by the way, the piano movers showed up, and they are behind me now. I put the camera down because we were actually moving a piano. I helped them lift it up and got it onto the truck. It's on its way to our store. So with any luck, it'll make it there safe and sound, and we'll get it all set up, and it'll have a new home in our shop for the time being. Well, I was able to find room for it here at the store. Surprisingly, found room for it at the shop. So here we go. Still have to vacuum it out. It's really dusty on the inside of the harp and give a bit better polish to the piano, but it's actually not in too bad a condition. And still more or less in tune as well. We'll have somebody come over and give it a bit of a service. And I'll bring the bench that belongs with it as well. That's one piece done. First big piece out of the house. So that's it for today. Another busy day here, getting everything all moved over and set up. We're gonna do a little bit more polishing to the piano and get it in good working order. Melissa and I have a lot of sorting to do of the costume jewelry and some of the other things I found. And I found a handful of silver, so that's pretty cool too. Who knows what we're gonna find next week. So stay tuned as I start the clear out of the kitchen, continue the clear out of the living room and make more progress on next week's episode. And who knows what treasures we're going to find. Stay tuned and find out. We'll see you guys soon. And don't forget to subscribe, because without that, you might not get notified when our videos happen. So hit that subscribe button, make sure to like it, and we'll see you all soon. Bye for now.